I'm very much aware of the inequalities of opportunities faced by many families. It is well documented that literacy holds the key to life chances, and local libraries not only provide a safe and welcome place to do homework, but also enjoyment, discovery, social activities and learning. When the love and magic of books are embedded from early childhood, we know it can make a real difference.
And 37% of books taken out at Cobbett Road Library are taken out by kids.
I am a library volunteer. Well, what does that mean? The definition of the word volunteer is to be able to act of one's own free will, not to be obliged or compelled to do something. And what kind of person generally volunteers? Well, often, and certainly in my case, a retired person who has had a lifetime of being obliged and compelled to hold down a job to pay the bills, and now has the luxury of choosing how they spend their time and energy. Whilst I clearly support my local library by volunteering on a regular basis, I do not wish to take on any responsibility or commitment regarding the running of the library. And I certainly have no intention of taking the place of library staff who've lost their jobs due to cutbacks. I'm not library staff. I don't possess the skills, training or qualification. I am a volunteer. I offer my time and support as effectively as I can and when I wish to. I'm saying no to undermining professionals and being obliged to take responsibility for an essential public service. However, I'm not just saying no full stop. I'm saying yes to cooperating with council and finding creative and effective ways of working in partnerships with other groups and services. And yes, I'm saying yes to continue to be able to choose to volunteer regularly and cheerfully at my local library without being either compelled or obliged to.
Thank you for this opportunity. The library is in a unique strategic position. Its catchment area straddles several communities, many parts of Bitton, as Pear Tree, Linbury, Bitton Parks, St Denis and much overlooked Bitton Manor. Cobbett has had to evolve and adapt over many years. Consequently, through its large community work, it became a community hub before the term was ever used. In that sense, Cobbett was at the forefront by being one of the first community libraries. Without doubt, we were the first library friend group to be established in 2006. Cobbett Library is especially good value for money, where the cost per person per visit is reported to be considerably lower than other libraries. Cobbett assets are used extensively by people of all ages. A separate children's library is vital to encourage reading from a young age, instilling good reading practice for life. Cobbett has the only home education resources sector library in the city, and is the first place many home educators turn to. Computers are a vital need for children today, but children can only use school computers in limited time. It is quite incorrect to think that all children have computer access at home. Quoting directly from teenagers Jasmine recent completed Friends questionnaire on why she uses the library: to get peace and quiet from home, to use the computers that don't have one at home. Digital inclusion is vital for all ages in the community, especially since many services are now available only online. For example, job searches and applications, applying for school places, and from 2015, universal credit. Southampton residents will need more local access, help and support, especially for the unemployed, elderly and people with learning or mental health issues. I could tell you about the 23 groups that meet regularly at Cobbett, or the importance of the place to the elderly, to the mentally vulnerable, to the families, so to young and old. But we'll summarise from one elderly user: to borrow books, to attend the Clark group twice weekly, to social contact. Cobbett Library is already saving the council money on other budgets such as mental and elderly health. Prevention saves money. Indeed, 41% of our 75 completed questionnaires indicated social contact as their reason for library use. The libraries are all taking up the slack where other services are being cut. It is where the unemployed are directed to go to by the job centre. The Friends of Cobbett was set up to safeguard, promote and support the library and its staff. We are all volunteers and have organised many successful events. Our autumn fair was supported by local businesses with more than 500 people attending. We have given our time, energy and commitment freely, each doing what they can and what they are comfortable with. The jump from that to being a community enterprise with all that entails, basically full-time jobs for volunteers, is a quantum leap, a bridge too far, a choice but no choice. There are more than the two choices you offer. We need to be innovative. The choice does not have to be volunteer run or closure. We want to work with the council on creative ways of sharing the financial burden and the facilities with other public bodies, such as the NHS or other council departments. Ideas such as hot desk space in libraries for mobile staff or NH hot desking. Perhaps book stocking sharing with Hampshire libraries. Council staff training is currently outsourced to premises. Why not use the library more on closure days so the building can achieve its full potential? Why not use it as a hub for the visually impaired? This can be a multi-role shared building. Finally, this much-loved library must survive. It works. You are the custodians of these assets for future generations, with 7 local schools in catchment. As my late mum said to me, there is no such word as can't. Where there is a will, there is a way. We can do this. Thank you.